Okay. Activity 6. Make a list of iron objects in your home and school and note which of them are coated with the paint and which are coated with the grease. Some irons are coated with the grease and some are with the paint to stop the rusting. List the basis of selection for any one of the two barriers. So barriers means what? Which stops the rusting, which helps to stop the rusting. Paint or grease are the barriers. Corrosion of metal can also be prevented by using a more reactive metal. This process is known as a sacrificial protection. You see, so many definitions are coming. Sacrificial protection. So sacrificial protection means what? That means one metal sacrifices to save the other metal. What is the sacrifice? Sacrifice means, for example, I have the pen, another person don't have the pen, so I give my pen to that person. That means I sacrifice my pen to her to help her. I have the chocolate, but my friend don't have the chocolate, so I give my chocolate to my friend. So without I don't eat, but I give to my friend. This is the sacrifice. Okay. Tag. So corrosion of metal can also be prevented by using a more reactive metals. So on reactive metal, on one metal, another more reactive metal is coated to prevent what? To prevent the corrosion. Okay. So here corrosion of metal also can be prevented by using a more reactive metal. This process is known as a sacrificial protection. Underline. So now you might have heard of a galvanized iron where the iron object is coated with a thin layer of zinc metal. Galvanized means giving the shining on the metal. Galvanized. Thin layer of zinc metal. This is given by the zinc metal. Zinc is more reactive than the iron. Zinc is more reactive, iron is Fe. Iron is the less reactive metal. So here what did they say? Corrosion of metal, on top of the iron, zinc is coated. On top of the iron which is coated, zinc is coated. Now this is called as a galvanization. So why they are coating the zinc? Now this zinc metal is on top of the iron. So it is called as a sacrificial protection. Yes. Now this is the sacrificial protection. Zinc is the sacrificial protection of the iron. Zinc is outside saving the iron without rusting. So why they are making like that means reacts more readily with oxygen and thick layer of zinc oxide is formed which prevents the rusting of iron. So this zinc will react very fast with the oxygen. So it will form the zinc oxide. So this zinc oxide layer is not the rusting one. Okay, it is not rusted. So zinc oxide layer means just it will lose the shining. Okay, loses the shining, but it will not allow to rust. If you see the glasses, tumblers, or plates, all the dishes what we use at home are made up of the metals, na? But those metals will they be rusting though we keep in water or anything? No. Because of why? Because of the galvanization. Okay, so because of the galvanization, this zinc metal protects the iron. So it is more react with the oxygen than water and moisture. So it forms a zinc oxide. So that means it will lose the shiningness. So zinc oxide, one zinc oxide will make on top. This zinc oxide is the protective layer which will not allow to rust the iron. That is why on less reactive metal, more reactive metal is coated. So that this more reactive metal will react with the oxygen and they form the layer zinc oxide layer, which will not allow to rust. So that is why the metal which we are coating on top is called as a sacrificial protection. Okay. Then next one. So we see now some metals are protected by applying a corrosion resistant solution. In this process, basic solution of chromate or phosphate are used as a corrosion resistant solution. Resistant means stopping the corrosion, stopping the rusting, which will stop sometimes chromate or phosphate. These are the basic solutions. Okay, so sometimes iron is mixed with other metals to form alloys. Alloys means what? When the two metals, metal and plus non-metal, or metal plus metal, when they are mixing both the metals together and they will mix the metal and non-metal together, it will stop the corrosion. It is called as a alloys. Alloys means when the two metals together, otherwise metal and non-metal together. When the two metals are together means less reactive metal inside, high reactive metal will be outside coating, and metal will be inside. Since metal react with the oxygen and moisture, it will be inside, and non-metal will be outside. So it will not react with the moisture and water. So these are called as a alloys. So how the rusting is taking place? It is a in the formulas, in the reactions way they are showing us. Chemical principles of rusting of iron. The process of corrosion is actually an electrochemical process. Okay, electrochemical process means it will lose and gain the electrons. Okay, so when metals like iron are placed in air and humid conditions, so then negatively and positively charged regions develop on its surface, because of which it starts behaving like an electrochemical cell. So when we keep the iron in the outside to the open to the air and moisture, so it will react with the air and moisture. So here you see, this is the iron. Okay, anode movement electron. Okay, this is the iron. So in this iron, here what is taking place now? Now here you see. So here reaction is not straight. Please see your textbook. Anode. Okay, so anode is what? Anode is the anode movement of electron. That means this side anode is there and this side cathode is there. So here anode Fe moves into solutions Fe2 plus. Okay, so Fe moves into the solution as Fe2 plus. Fe means what? Here Fe is the iron metal. So this iron metal will be acting as a anode. Okay, so it will move into the solution means into the moisture as Fe2 plus. So Fe2 plus means what? It will lose the electrons. So Fe is acting as an anode. When it is moves into the solution like moisture in the solution, it will changing into Fe2 plus and it will lose the 2 electrons. Okay, at the anode it will lose the 2 electrons. Okay, so it will lose the 2 electrons and it becomes a positive. Lose the electrons and becomes a positive. And at the cathode, in the presence of oxygen, these electrons are taken up water molecules to form OH minus ions. Here it is not correct. So 2H2O plus O2 plus 4 electrons gives rise to, very important this one, 4OH minus. At the anode, Fe is the metal. So this iron metal will act as a anode, so that it will be anode, it will lose the, at anode Fe2 plus lose the electrons and then it becomes a positive Fe2 plus. And then afterwards at the cathode, in the presence of the oxygen, these electrons are taken up water molecules to form OH minus ions. So in the presence of the oxygen, these electrons are what? It will gain the electrons, water molecules, 4 electrons. So when it gains the 4 electrons, it becomes a 4OH minus. Okay, gaining electrons, it becomes negative. Losing electrons, it becomes positive. So then afterwards, this Fe2 plus ions formed on the anode react with the OH minus to form FeOH twice. This iron hydroxide react with the oxygen in the atmosphere in the presence of the moisture to give hydrated iron oxide. This hydrated iron oxide is known as a rust. So rust, another name is what? Hydrated iron oxide. Simply if we keep the iron oxide, mean this is the oxide layer. It is not a rusting oxide layer which forms the protective layer and saves from rusting. But what is the hydrated iron oxide? Another name for the rust means hydrated iron oxide. You see, oxide means oxygen, hydrated means water, na, H2O, hydrated. So here you see, in the rusting, oxygen is there, moisture, water is there. So rusting means when the metal reacts with the oxygen and with the water, then only rusting will be taking place. If one is absent also, it will not be rusted. Both should be present, water and oxygen. So another name for the rusting is what? Hydrated iron oxide is known as a rust. Okay. So the formula of the hydrated iron oxide is what? This is the one. Yes. What is the hydrated iron oxide formula? Fe2O3 into XH2. That means any number of molecules we can keep here. It is the solid. It is the formula of the rust. Fe2O3 into XH2O, solid. Hydrated iron oxide. Okay. What is that? Hydrated iron oxide. Okay. So here how it is forming? At the anode, iron will be gaining the losing the electrons and it becomes positive, and at the cathode it will gain the electrons and becomes negative, 4OH minus. It is called as the electrochemical process. I will post a video on this to get more understanding. So within the drop means in the moisture, in the solution, anode ion will be losing the electrons, so it forms a Fe2 plus. So you see, this is the rusting. Okay. So it will react with the H2O plus half O2, and so it will form the rusting. Okay. So here high concentration of O2, OR, and thin layer of high concentration of oxygen and thin layer of water. Both together will make the rusted iron. Rusting means this is the one. Hydrated iron oxide. You by heart this one, formula of the rusting, Fe2O3 into XH2O.